Joey Deal against Israel Rivera against 10th Planet Chicago. It's an open rank super fight.
Okay guys, we're getting set here for our next super fight. First competitor, we have Nolan Vincent representing Real Movement Jiu-Jitsu. Our other competitor, we have Rivera representing 10th Planet Chicago.
So we are back live. First match after our intermission. Israel is a very tough competitor from 10th Planet Chicago. I'm Josh Piscini. I've had the pleasure to train with Israel quite a bit at open mats over the years. Very strong technical competitor. I'm not as familiar with Nolan, but Nolan coming from Joey Deal School is going to be well prepared, that is for sure. Israel looking for a little wrestling to try to take the fight to the ground. Good snap downs and knee touches. Keeping those elbows in, looking to defensively stifle Israel. Israel doing a good job of trying to snap the head down and then come back low underneath. If Nolan picks that head up, threatening the guillotine as well as the level change. Israel gets deep on the leg, back into the over under, and a nice little takedown by Israel. Nolan in the closed guard, trying to pull Izzy down. Izzy doing good with his posture. Nolan look to control those wrists. Israel trying to control the wrist back and try to stand up and open that guard. Both competitors looking to be a little cautious from this position. Neither guy really trying to push the pace yet. They're trying to feel each other out a little. Israel putting pressure on Nolan's ribs to try to keep him flat and then sitting back to try to push the knees open. Nolan trying to get some good wrist control. I think trying to break Izzy's posture to try to start climbing his guard up. But neither is getting too far into their attack strategy. Israel's starting to open up, reaching back a little harder to try to open up Nolan's guard. The guard is finally open. Izzy right up into a knee cut position. Is able to get to a flat half guard. We've seen a lot of flat and half guard today, a lot of head and arm control. Israel putting good heavy shoulder pressure, making Nolan look away to try to free that right leg up and either come to the mount or step back to more of a knee cut style pass. Nolan trying to get on his right hip, and he's able to recover a more complete open guard. Good heavy head pressure from Israel. Israel looking really solid on top, but Nolan doing a good job keeping the pass from ever getting completed. Using some good frames and knee shields. Israel with a nice simple throw by pass right to north-south. He's now playing a little knee on belly to try to keep Nolan down, trying to slide across the mount, but Nolan's able to trap the leg. He's looking for a little bit of a leg trap. And now we are back to our feet. See if either opponent changes strategies after Israel gets a little bit better of those exchanges being in the top position. Izzy again trying to be heavy on the head and then level change. Nolan trying to clear those grips on the head. Nolan with a little snap down of his own. Both guys really trying to work the head. A little 2-on-1. About 3.5 minutes into this match. Little clinch work. Nice throw, slide by. Ariel got a little bit extended trying to reach for those legs, but Nolan was not able to capitalize on it.
6 minutes.
6 minutes to go, 4 minutes down in this fight. Again, quite a bit of wrestling. If you're in a sub-only rule set, you don't usually see this much extended wrestling. But you're seeing both guys confident on their feet. Both seem to look for similar attacks, a lot of head control, and then trying to go to 2-on-1s, getting it outside, trying to throw by. Izzy's been a little bit more aggressive on his level changes, going for the legs, but he's not really getting anywhere, and Nolan's defensive wrestling is holding up very well. Nolan being a little bit more methodical in his stand-up tie-ups. Nolan is giving the leg to Israel. Israel taking it, using it for an inside trip. We get back to this close guard position we saw earlier in the match. Same kind of strategy. Wrist controls both from the top and bottom, both people trying to get ahead in that battle, but neither guy getting too much success. We're just past halfway in this match. We got 5 minutes, just under 5 minutes left. I'm trying to work that arm across. Well, now has a decent angle. He's got trying to bring those legs high as he hooks his right arm under Israel's leg, looking for a little pendulum sweep armbar action. And we reset to a basic close guard. We have about 4 minutes left in the round. Neither guy having a significant advantage. Nolan's starting to open up and getting a little bit more aggressive from his guard. He's just trying to stay smart and get that guard open. Nolan throws the legs up. The guard is now open. Israel now starting to go a little throw by, side to side passing, right into a nice knee forward, knee cut. Again, using that head pressure, threatening the guillotine. As he listened to his coaches, Josh Passy on the sideline, giving him some advice. As he nodded that he heard what he said. But Nolan just getting back to a good, easy guard position. They're now back to the feet. Again, pretty even fight so far. As we're about 7 minutes in, it'll be, I think it's time for either guy to kind of push the pace if they really want to get this fight over with before the overtime. Both guys seem to be negating each other a little bit. Similar strategies, similar skill sets.
3 minutes.
Both really working for that inside tie, trying to use the head. It's the first real level change we've seen from Nolan, but Israel was able to stuff that out pretty quickly. Again, with this much wrestling, sub only, it'll be interesting to see what the game plan is with no judge decision or points. Just getting a takedown and using all this energy and time is not really helping them get to where they wouldn't necessarily want. Just over 2 minutes left. At this point, the hand fighting may be more just tire your opponent out for overtime. Nolan's starting to get a little bit more aggressive on the head. Israel's starting to pick up the pace as well. And Izzy with a nice body lock takedown and back into that close guard position. Nolan's climbing those legs high. A little bit more urgency from both guys now. We're hitting the 2 minute mark. It's a nice angle by Nolan's guard. He's trying to attack Izzy's left shoulder. A little high guard action here. Israel trying to block the hip from climbing any higher. So they're both a little sweaty. It can sometimes be hard to catch that high guard if no one's able to get that angle. But he looks comfortable here in his closed guard. And now we're back to a normal guard. We might see a little K-guard action from Nolan as he's trying to hook that inside leg and bring his left leg over the top of Izzy's. Izzy doing a good job of keeping heavy. Izzy thought about sitting back for a leg of his own, but decided against it. And we're back to the closed guard. We have just over a minute left. So if either one wants to push the pace and try to end this fight in the regulation, we kind of are going to have to start seeing something change. Again, back to this hand fighting, wrist fighting battle we've seen a few times during this match.
1 minute.
1 minute to go. I wouldn't be surprised to see Nolan shoot some submissions up or Israel sit back for a leg lock as we have short time left. Israel's corner is calling for the twister pass. I don't know what that is, so I'd be interested to see if it works. Going looking for a low shoulder crush, but Israel has some good inside hand position. Now has that reverse armbar, but it's not close. 15 seconds left. Israel dives across, looking for that guillotine. Actually has a really nice pass position with head control, but he's going to have a very short time to actually try to finish this submission.
Time.
And we are headed to the overtime round. So now we're headed to the coin flip to see who gets to start on the back or spiderweb first. Since such an even match, hard to really say who took the better. Israel made with the guard pass at the end was the aggressor. And it looks like Israel will be starting on the back and Nolan will be defending in our first overtime round. We get our position set, 2-on-1 from Nolan. Seatbelt in. Nolan with a quick, almost full escape already. It was about an 8-second escape, so not much ride time. That's going to be a big advantage for Nolan if we go into the multiple rounds of our overtime, both on energy expended and ride time. Nolan immediately trying to get that body triangle, and he's able to. Israel was trying to defend, but was not able to stop Nolan from moving in. Israel is going to try to peel that bottom leg off with his feet. And he's able to get the rear naked choke about 15 seconds into the overtime, giving him the win in overtime. Very even performance, and Nolan was able to take over in the overtime. Very